Ladies and gentlemen, it is a very special day today in Trinidad and Tobago. A very, very special Monday, 17th of March, 2024 in Trinidad and Tobago. Why is it such a special day? We have appointed, the President of Trinidad and Tobago has appointed a Prime Minister without an election. So today is a very, very special day in Trinidad and Tobago. Stuart Young has taken the oath of office to become the country's 8th Prime Minister. The ceremony took place this morning at the office of the President, St. Anne's. Have a look.
I, Stuart Richard Young, do swear by Almighty God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to Trinidad and Tobago and will uphold the Constitution and the law, that I will conscientiously and impartially and to the best of my ability discharge my duties as Prime Minister and do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
The viewers, tonight, me being Saieed Ali, a businessman in Trinidad and Tobago, a prominent businessman, also the president of STVREALTALK Credit Union, and board of director of a different amount of companies in Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana. Tonight, I want to take the opportunity to congratulate Mr. Stuart Young as becoming Trinidad and Tobago 8th Prime Minister. I want to congratulate him tonight. Moving along, viewers, Young replaced Dr. Rowley, who officially resigned from the post yesterday after spending 2 terms as head of the government. Camille Robinson-Regis was also sworn in as the new Attorney General and the Minister of Legal Affairs. Camille.
Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, and do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Congratulations to Camille also. She took over from Reginald Armour, who resigned to take up a job in Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court based in St. Lucia. While Young was being sworn in, there was a protest taking place outside President's house. So Trinidad and Tobago, while Mr. Young and other individuals who were being sworn in as ministers in the PNM administration, protests were seen outside the President's house today. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, while Young was being sworn in. This took place, eh? But nevertheless, so we have a new Attorney General in Trinidad and Tobago, Camille Robinson Regis. But there is also a police probe surrounding the source of funds for the minister's cash transaction, totaling some 140,800, with which she conducted a personal transaction at the Arima branch of First Citizen Bank on January 8, 2016. So there's a probe going on into the Attorney General, the now Attorney General. The probe, which was at an advanced stage, is now at a standstill since files relating to this and other high-profile investigation have been taken away from detectives at the Professional Standard Bureau. So Trinidad and Tobago, I want to ask all you, now, since these ministers have cases going on and could be charged with criminal conduct, what do you think will take place now that they have the power and the authority to suspend officers? What do you think will take place now that they have the power and the authority to stand still a case? Camille Robinson Regis was being investigated for money with no source of funds, as they say. But we want to wild up the thing, you know? Tonight I congratulate her on becoming the Attorney General for Trinidad and Tobago. Nevertheless, we're moving along tonight. You know, tonight is a night of congratulations. You know when they do something, when they get a nice present, everybody congratulating you? So tonight now, I just want to give congratulations to these new ministers, even the old ones. But nevertheless, the new Minister of Finance is Vishnu Dan Paul. Look at it.
Mr. Vishnu Danpal, Minister of Finance.
I, Vishnu Danpal, swear by Almighty God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to Trinidad and Tobago and will uphold the Constitution and the law, that I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge my duties as minister and do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Dan Paul. So, Mr. Dan Paul, I just want to ask something. Is it true that you packed up your suitcase? It's another exciting night, you know. Mr. Dan Paul, is it true that you packed up your case and you left Trinidad and you went down to England? And then when England now issued visa for Trinbagonian citizens, is it true that you fly back to Trinidad? Today you are the new Minister of Finance. Welcome, people. Sometimes they say the sauce in, you know. The sauce in, you know. So we're moving on again, viewers. The new Minister of National Security is no other than Marvin Gonzalez. Look, take a look.
Mr. Marvin Gonzalez, Minister of National Security.
I, Marvin Gonzalez, do swear by Almighty God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to Trinidad and Tobago, and will uphold the Constitution and the law, that I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge my duties as minister, and to do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
So Trinidad and Tobago, let me tell you something. I have real stories about all these new ministers, you know. But tonight, I just want to congratulate them. And another night, we busting all the whoever we congratulate tonight. So, my friend Marvin Gonzalez couldn't find the problem to get water to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. But they put Marvin now to solve crime. Yeah. Now, Marvin is an attorney, you know. We understand that. So they put him now, the new Minister of National Security. He couldn't fix salt water. So let me see what's going on now with security. So, new minister in the office of the Prime Minister, Mr. Fitzgerald Hines. Take a look.
Mr. Fitzgerald Hines, Minister in the office of the Prime Minister.
Thank you. I, Fitzgerald Hines, swear by Almighty God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to Trinidad and Tobago, and will uphold the Constitution and the law, that I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge my duties as minister, and do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
So Trinidad and Tobago, we have a new minister now. The new Minister of Public Utilities is no other than Clong Imbert. So have a look at Clong.
Mr. Colum Imbert, Minister of Public Utilities.
I, Colum Imbert, do swear by Almighty God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to Trinidad and Tobago, and will uphold the Constitution and the law, that I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge my duties as minister, and do right by all manner of people without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
So Trinidad and Tobago, that was some of the new ministers. We are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back from this break, we're going to let you know all the old ministers who remain in position and the new ministers who has taken up position in the PNM administration right after this.
We'll be right back.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Realtalk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Realtalk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Realtalk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
Realtalk Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit for 5 years and over, with upfront interest. Contact our central office at 238-6716 or our San Fernando office at 242-9944. You don't want to miss this great opportunity. Invest today and watch your investment work for you.
At Realtalk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern, because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Welcome back.
So Tobago, welcome back to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Now viewers, Stuart Young remains as Minister in the energy sector. What does that mean? He remains the energy minister. Randall Mitchell, the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Art, remains. Paula Gopi-Schoon, the Minister of Trade and Industry, remains. Rohan Sinanan, Ministry of Works and Transport, remains. Faraz Al-Rawi remains the Minister of Rural Development and Local Government. Donna Cox as the Minister of Social Development and Family Planning Service. And Shamfa Kujo as Minister of Sport and Community Development. Alison West remains Public Administration Minister. Penelope Beckles remains Planning and Development Minister. Ayana Webster Roy remains as the Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, Gender and Child Affairs. Simon de Nobriega remains Minister of Communication in the Prime Minister's Office. Stuart Young, new cabinet. Stephen McClatchy as Minister of Labour. Keith Scotland remains as the Minister in National Security Ministry. Brian Manning was appointed as a Minister in the Ministry of Finance. Amy Brown as Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs. And Terence Dial Singh as the Minister of Health. Dr. Nayan Gaspi-Dolly remains Minister of Education. Hazel Bacchus remains Digital Transformation and newly added Minister of State in the Ministry of Finance. Renuka Sagram Singh Suklal remains in the Ministry or the minister in the office of the AG. So Trinidad and Tobago, everyone have been asking. Now, listen to this. The United National Congress has strongly condemned the recent appointment of Stuart Young as Prime Minister, calling it an assault on democracy and an unlawful act of desperation. In a press release, the opposition party accused the ruling People's National Movement of attempting to hold onto power through deception and manipulation. The UNC alleged that Young appointment, which comes ahead of the upcoming general election, is a strategy moved by the PNM to create an illusion of change while retaining control. According to the opposition, this decision does not reflect the will of the people, as it bypassed the Democrats' process of a general election. There is nothing short of a blatant disregard for the Constitution. The UNC stated, the PNM is reshuffling the same deck of failures, hoping to convince the electorate to give them a chance to continue the mismanagement and destruction of our nation. The opposition also criticized the appointment of Camille Robinson Regis, arguing that it does not signal any real change in the governance. The UNC emphasized that despite the country remaining in a state of emergency, the right to vote remains intact. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, let me read something for you. A new minister would have to be appointed based on Section 76(1)(b) of the Constitution, which specify that the individual must command the support of a majority of MPs and be willing to serve as Prime Minister. However, Trinidad and Tobago, the law stated that the appointment is made at the President's discretion in accordance with Section 83, bracket 3 of the Constitution. When asked if opposition MPs could influence the process, the law noted that any MP could obtain 21 signatures, meaning support from the opposition bench could also be sought. The death of the Deputy Omira MP, Lisa Morris Julian, has halted the parliamentary number, reducing the House to 40 MPs instead of 1. So Trinidad and Tobago, let me just explain something to all you. Remember when the PNM administration went into the retreat in Tobago? Remember that? They went, I believe it was 3 days. They had a time, taxpayers' money. When Dr. Rowley carried his administration there, they went to select Stuart Young as the Prime Minister. Now, you need 21 signatures. Remember, they were asked to support Stuart Young. They had to sign a paper stating that they support Stuart Young. Their signature had to be on that document. All remember that? How many of you remember that? Or how many of we forgot that? That retreat in Tobago is where they supported Stuart Young. Their signature on the document. Now, there were talks going around that some of the members support him, some didn't support him, but nevertheless, he got the 21 signatures that was required. Could anybody go against that? No, we cannot go against that. We cannot. So I'm waiting to hear and I'm waiting to see what the opposition has to say concerning the appointment of Stuart Young as the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, according to the Constitution also, this news to all here, you know. According to the Constitution, once the Prime Minister resigns, he have appointed Stuart Young. The Prime Minister resigned. So they did not breach any constitution. Why am I saying this? Side is supporting the PNM? No. They went according to constitution. Now, Kamala Prasad always saying, oh, they went against it and in the constitution. But she's not saying what the constitution was saying. So I decided now to bring it to your attention. Now, you're bragging your mouth one side. But you're this constitution, but you're not bringing the constitution to the people. And that is the difference. I am the only one that is bringing it to you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. You know why? I don't want to let it be duncy head. I want to let it be educated as to what Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley did. I want you all to understand that Stuart Young needed 21 signatures to be appointed. This could only happen when Keith Rowley resigns. What took place? They secured 21 signatures for Stuart Young. So he is supported by 21 signatures. If the opposition wants, they also could sign the document, put in their signature stating that they're supporting Stuart Young. So the PM resigns now with the support of 21 signatures to appoint Stuart Young the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. So did they go Humpty Dumpty? No. Did they go sidetrack? No. Did they breach the Constitution? Hell no. Because it is stated in the Constitution. Once the Prime Minister resigns and Stuart Young has the 21 signatures, he will be appointed by who? The President of Trinidad and Tobago. So what you all witnessed today was in constitute with the Constitution. So Kamala, but you didn't educate the people. So tonight now, viewers, on Real Talk with Saieed, you all are being educated on the what? On the Constitution. That's the difference with we tonight. We're educating you all. Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Amy Brown have stated that the United Kingdom, we're switching gears a bit. We have a call. Call a good night before we switch.
Good night, Mr. Saieed. Great program as usual, man. You're doing a great job in explaining this to the citizen. As usual, you always bring the facts to the citizen of this
I
country.
always do. The
opposition leader, shame on them. They're educating the people. They only come there blah, 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 as you rightly said. But you're doing a great job, Mr. Saieed. God will bless you. Anyway, all these changes here is the same old wine in different bottles.
Correct.
That's all we've seen, you know.
Yeah. I will agree with you.
Yeah, same old wine in different bottles. All of them cut from the same cloth. They're from the same clergy. They came from the same mafia organization that destroyed this country, destroyed democracy, violate our constitution, practice the worst crime on the face of the earth, discrimination based on race. And I want Gonzalez, very incompetent man he had in Wassa. I tell the citizen how many days, which constituency, which area get 24 hours supply of water in this country. Beat your chest and tell the people what good you did when you was in public utilities. And that fella they put in public utilities, I telling you, your partner, clung him both. The workers, public servant, all you watch out. That man coming to lick up. That is the man implemented property tax.
Correct.
Lick we up. That is the man who presented property tax and legalized extortion in this country. That man. So public servant are sorry for all you. All you brace all yourself. Unions, all you start to brace all yourself. Mr. Said, I'm following you. Let me see what can happen here. God bless you and your staff. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, my friend. Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Amy Brown have stated that the United Kingdom did not discuss its decision to impose a visa on Trinidad and Tobago citizens with the ministry before making the decision. Hold on right there. Jove, I did give you a clip with TV6, the black one. You could just post it up? Yeah. Trinidad and Tobago, Amy Brown said that the United Kingdom did not discuss its decision to impose a visa on Trinidad and Tobago citizens with the ministry before making the decision. Good. I want to show all you something that popped up in 2024 by Faris Al-Rawi. All I got shocked. Amory, let me tell you something. You must always check your facts before you say something. You understand that? We finish the story. It has something they're looking for. But nevertheless, he said the ministry was told about it on March 10th, 2 days before High Commissioner John Deere announced that the UK decision to impose an immediate visa requirements for Trinidad and Tobago national. Brown stated that a senior official from London will be visiting TNT next week to discuss the matter. The minister added that he also wrote to the British High Commissioner. Look at this.
His Excellency received in good spirit the representation of Trinidad and Tobago, committed to conveying that to the Home Office in London, and refreshed the record that this was, despite the speculation out there, triggered by an increase in the asylum applications, not due to anything else, and indicated that the decision will be reviewed in 6 months' time.
Hold on. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, Brown noted that he also made a few suggestions to Dean on how the matter could be resolved. Listen to this.
I proposed it to him that we have a specific agenda for an action plan where collaboratively, as friends, two friendly nations, we can work on addressing the core concerns from London and in the shortest possible time lift this visa imposition from the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Now viewers, he said TNT has been working closely with the US on a wider range of matters. Now viewers, I want to show you all something. Put it up on screen. Brown said on the 10th of March, the day before High Commission John Deere announced the UK to impose an immediate visa requirements for Trinidad and Tobago. Now viewers, Al-Rawi, UK visa coming for TNT. What date was this? 2014. Scroll it up. Let the citizens take their time and read it. In 2014, Jova, correct? This was issued by, I believe, TV6. TV6 in 2014. This was issued by Faris Al-Rawi. Trinidad and Tobago. So how the hell Brown could come out and say no. Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Amy Brown has stated that the United Kingdom did not discuss its decision to impose a visa on Trinidad and Tobago citizens with the ministry before making a decision. 2014, Faris Al-Rawi, TV6, this was brought out. In 2014, I believe Faris had an interview with TV6, and that came out. So back in 2014, Faris would have known that visa coming for we in Trinidad and Tobago. Back in 2014. Tell you, before I throw out something, I just want to confirm, Whenever the last Trinidad and Tobago. So I want to hear what Brown had to say concerning this now. You didn't know back in 2014, Alra, we knew. Back in 2014. But nevertheless, we're moving along. Oh, so before we move along, at that time, I find the night running fast, boy. The night running fast tonight. Trinidad and Tobago, we're going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, Tobago has asked Sandals to revisit. Rowley asked Sandals to revisit Tobago. We'll hear more after this.
We'll be right back.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Throws you a curveball, and you need a clear path forward. Trust Realtalk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Realtalk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Realtalk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
Realtalk Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit for 5 years and over,
with upfront interest.
Contact our central office at 238-6716 or our San Fernando office at 242-9944. You don't want to miss this great opportunity. Invest today and watch your investment work for you.
At Realtalk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real public concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Welcome back.
Back to Realtalk viewers. I know most of you may be thinking, but how come Saieed in t-shirt and jeans? Saieed, you don't normally be like this. How come you're like this? This is the month of Ramadan, right? So this is the month where I just rock back a little bit from the suits, because normally 30 days for the month I'm in a suit. So I just decided, you know what? Let me just rock back a little bit from the suit, wear something a little loose, so when you go to mosque, it will be comfortable and you'll be relaxed. So hence the reason why, viewers, you see me dressed with a t-shirt and a jeans like this. Normally I don't be like this. But nevertheless. So viewers, just a reminder, those of you who, it's the month of Ramadan, and apart from the month of Ramadan, we always give away groceries. So those of you who need a hamper, contact our office, viewers, 23867, pop on numbers, our office number. Contact the office numbers, viewers, and give them your name, your address, and they will contact you once the hamper is in the building, central or south, and you can come collect your hamper. This is something we always do, viewers. Not many times I would mention it, but a lot of people will call, say, you have hampers? Yes, come Friday and you will get one. Throughout Trinidad and Tobago, people have known Real Talk Group and Saieed for giving charities in a big way. We always do that. Paula, good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Go right ahead. My friend, how are you?
Good, man. Good. How things?
Good with me. Long time I ain't hear from you.
Nice. I'm listening to your program here, boy, and I understand everything you're saying, eh? But let me tell you something. What the opposition leaders simply trying to say is that if Pete Rowley wanted to resign as Prime Minister and appoint Stuart Young, he's supposed to resign as the political leader as well. That's the constitution.
True.
He's not supposed to do what he do there. That is why she's saying that what he doing there unconstitutional is a violation of the constitution, because
no, but
he's supposed to resign as political leader as well.
According to the constitution, he could be the leader until the general election is called.
No, well, guys, them going straight to 71D, you know. They passed A straight, you know, when they fulfill A, you know. They have a word called shall, you know. That's what they're not, that's what people not understanding.
Correct.
And it have people, let me tell you something, there are people in this country that like to sell the rubbish. You see, especially newspapers and then, they like to sell the rubbish. So people on the ground who don't know any better, they just read it and say, yeah, everything is everything. So let me ask you a question before I go, right?
Talk to me.
If in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, Stuart Young said he don't want that position again and he decided to call him in birthday, right? And everybody in the PNM say they're going to support Colin in birthday. So Stuart Young will collect $80,000 as our Prime Minister.
Correct.
And then Colin in birthday will come in here and start collecting $80,000.
Correct.
We're going to be paying 3 sets of people a Prime Minister's salary to do what?
Correct.
And I trying to figure this thing out. Keith Rowley right off into the sunset thinking everything is everything. But the man is a failure. And we still paying a Prime Minister's salary to rock back now and do nothing.
Correct.
I remember there's something, sorry, before I go. You see, this country called Trinidad and Tobago, we just vote the government that we deserve in this country, right? That is what's going on here. We just get what we deserve. And let me tell you something, if people vote them back in 2025, trust what I'm telling you, we will get exactly where we deserve. Because there are some Trinidadians, they're real stupid, they're powerfully stupid. And your side, you enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thanks for calling in too. So viewers, Keith Rowley has made one last attempt to convince Sandals Resort to reconsider investing in Tobago by building a hotel on the island. Rowley revealed that he has personally reached out to the Sandals owner with a plea to take another look at the island. He called out Chief Secretary Farley Augustine and Progressive Democratic Patriot, that's the PDP, leader Watson Duke to get involved in making it happen. Listen to this.
But I'm extremely saddened by the fact that our attempt to bring the Sandals model to Tobago failed as a result of Tobagonians not embracing it in the way that we should. And the reason for that, I must say, is that some of my political colleagues believe that they can separate the national success from political success. The point is, if good comes for the people of Tobago, it comes for all of us.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago Rowley lamented that previous attempt to bring Sandals to Tobago had failed due to the lack of support from Tobagonians, influenced by political division. He said, failing to bring the hotel chain remains a regret as he leaves office.
I didn't give up. After all that, recently I spoke to the leadership at Sandals and I asked them to come look at us again. And if I was the problem, I wouldn't be there tomorrow. But the leader has agreed to come to Tobago next month. And when he comes, he will meet Prime Minister Stuart Young. And you Tobagonians, especially you Fali, and you Watson, I'm inviting both of you from this platform. Whenever Adam Stewart comes to Trinidad and Tobago, when he comes here in August, you, and all of you, with the Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, for the people of Tobago, for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, sit down with him. Sit down with him. And all of you become salesmen and saleswomen for the potential of Tobago. And success will be that you all manage to convince them to look at Tobago again and give Tobago one or more of those Sandals projects that the Caribbean has been benefiting from.
Now, viewers, he also added, I'm going to tell you something, Back then, there was a lot of bacchanal. But when you sit down and you look at Tobago, and you look at tourism, you tell me from Dr. Keith Rowley has told the PNM General Council and delegates that the PNM's party's most important aim is to win the upcoming general election. He said, one thing matters in the coming weeks and months, which is winning the next general election. He called on MPs to do what you have to do with reason to ensure the population chose PNM. I'll listen to this.
So if you have the opportunity to go into government, don't give it up. Right now, nothing else matters, except that you have selected the best people to represent the organization, and those people and their support base, our organization, will run the best campaign that we have ever run.
Now, viewers, he also added that the election is due anytime, all the way down to November. You are surprised? Listen to this.
We have come to that point in the journey where we are in the season of an election. Election is due anytime. All the way down to November, it's due. You might even have it for Christmas. But just remember, if we do not win the next election, all that our portion will be is an opposition leader and 6 opposition senators. Everything else would have gone to the next government. So whether you're in URP, you're in CPEP, you're in Pepsi, or you're in... Just understand that. And this thing about somebody telling you about who don't like who and who don't like that, leave all the liking for your wife and your husband.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago, Minister Clark have stated that the new US $129 million terminal for or of the A&I Robinson International Crown Point Airport in Tobago should be fully operational by July. Mbert spoke of the significance of the project practical completion. Nothing that while the terminal was nearly completed, it would still take a few months before it could be fully operational. Listen to this.
I wish to stress that today we are celebrating the practical completion of this building. In the context of construction projects, practical completion signifies the point where the building works are substantially complete and reasonably fit for the intended purpose, even if some outstanding works remain. And I make this point because we celebrated the practical completion of the new central block in the Port of Spain General Hospital. And as if people don't understand what practical completion means. So I thought I would emphasize this point. It does not mean that aircraft and passengers can utilize the new terminal building from tomorrow, since final completion of construction, I am told, is expected by the end of next month, by the end of April. After that, there will be testing and commissioning, but practical completion is a significant milestone in the life of any project. I'm told that the Airports Authority, which reports to the Minister of Works and Transport, is already well advanced in its preparation for the commissioning phase of the project, using expert international airport consultants. You'd have heard Mr. George from NIDCO refer to them. And we expect, therefore, that barring unforeseen circumstances, the first plane with passengers can utilize this new terminal building in July of 2025. And we will all work together to make that happen.
In addition to the terminal, Imbert shared some details on the expanded infrastructure, including new taxiway, parking aprons, and internal roads. He also pointed out that the airport would feature air brigades, a first for Tobago, as well as high-tech badge handling and modern security equipment.
The new terminal, as you will see, is equipped with air bridges to provide passengers with a comfortable and sheltered boarding and disembarking experience. This is a first for Tobago. Not even Barbados, which is a huge tourist destination, has loading bridges. There's a high-tech baggage handling system. There's modern security screening equipment, spacious departure lounges, duty-free retail spaces, dining facilities. All of these facilities have been selected and designed with service, safety, and convenience in mind, from advanced air conditioning and ventilation systems to energy-efficient lighting and elevators. The project upgrades every facet of the Crown Point Airport. It creates a modern gateway, as you see in my back to my left, of which Tobago must be proud. Indeed, when commissioned in a few months, this airport will rank among the best in the entire Latin American and Caribbean region.
Imbert also noted that the project had been delivered with impressive cost efficiency. The terminal was built at approximately US $6,000 per square meter, significantly lower than the Caribbean and global average. He also called the project a milestone and said that Robinson, the former Prime Minister and President of Trinidad and Tobago, remained one of Tobago's most respected leaders. Listen to
I want to emphasize what a milestone this is for Tobago and for the country. This new terminal is momentous, and it is fitting that this airport bears the name A.N.R. Robinson, one of Tobago's great leaders who has always believed in your potential.
Now, viewers, Trinidad and Tobago has always been a destination, always for tourism. But the thing is, are we selling it the proper way? Are we selling Tobago the proper way? What has the Minister of Tourism, Randall Mitchell, done for Tobago thus far? Being the Minister of Tourism, what has you done? Tell us. Come out and tell us, what did you do to sell Tobago? Or even to sell Trinidad? Are you just collecting a minister's salary and you're sitting down doing nothing? The wider world supposed to know about Tobago. Do they? Having a Minister of Tourism and having a Minister of Tourism not promoting tourism is a serious thing, you know. That is a serious thing. You can't have a minister collecting a minister's salary and Tobago ain't prospering from tourists. We can't have that. So, with our new Prime Minister, I hope he look at the performance of the ministers. This is what I'm looking forward for. Stuart Young looking at these ministry and looking to see which one of these ministry has production. Not layback ministers, but ministers that are actually getting the job done in their ministry. You all saw how Guyana president fire contractors from our side, fire workers from our side. Why? For no production, for no progress. Let's hope that Stuart Young, being the first, well, I'd say Chinese boy minister, PM in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me hope something good come out of it. We'll wait and see. So viewers, we're out of time for now, but nevertheless our rerun is tomorrow from 11:30 to 12:30. We'll be right back here another night for Real Talk with Saeed. Good night.